All right, we're starting out with a great shot. I have to share this with you.
Oh, wow.
This is Millsite Reservoir in central Utah. This is ridiculously pretty. It's from Theron. And I want to thank Michelle Christensen for sending this to us tonight because it is so quiet. It is so clear. You see the full reflection in the water there. And Michelle, you went out of your way and you sent me a couple of those. Loved posting them on social media. Wanted to say thank you. Meg Roberts caught the sunset with the cloud cover, which is out there tonight. Increasing cloud cover linked to that upper level low. As we look at the satellite radar, you can kind of see how it's prompted some cloud cover in eastern Utah and fairly quiet conditions. It's mostly dry. It wants to trigger a little bit of wet weather over in Nevada towards Panaca, but at the end of the day, we haven't seen that. We've stayed dry throughout the Beehive State, and that'll be the case heading into tonight. Air quality still expected to hit moderate along the Wasatch Front, as well as in Box Elder and Tooele County. We've got that elevated particulate matter, and while the winds will clear, it will take the edge off in some spots, but we could see it build back pretty quickly, especially because high pressure is in our future. Okay, live view from Lehigh. Love the Christmas lights, holiday houses. We're always looking to hear from you and celebrate the season. Pretty shot there, and it's quiet really throughout the state. High temperatures today only hit 33 in Logan, and they're at 32 right now. They are socked in, and so temperature fluctuation for Cache Valley just is not happening. 42 in Salt Lake, that's 3 degrees above the norm for this time of year. 41 in Moab, 45 in Cedar City, and 50s in St. George. As we head into tonight, mostly cloudy conditions will be around. Partly cloudy as we close out the newscast, and we hover right above freezing. We will see those temperatures along the Wasatch Front dropping into the upper 20s and low 30s tomorrow morning. A little bit of sunshine will go a long way. That's when the winds will start to calm down just a little bit. We talked about that wind advisory, and I want to show you the reason why it's in effect. It's that upper level low. It's got a counterclockwise flow around it, and that promotes an easterly wind. Now, this does dig towards Arizona and eventually exit the area tomorrow and into Thursday, really end towards the close of the week. High pressure is knocking on the door. We let it in as we close the end of the work week, but really quiet throughout the western United States with that high pressure. Unfortunately, that can bring bad air to the Beehive State. Low pressure off the Pacific coast. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we talk about those winds, and I want to just remind you what these downslope winds, which we're already seeing along the Wasatch Front, had a gust in Layton this hour, 32 miles per hour. Downslope winds actually are easterly in this case, and they are a cold air mass, and it cools. And then as it heads down the mountain, well, it warms up and it speeds up, and that's why we get a burst of wind at the mouths of the canyons, and that's what we're going to see along the bench areas. Futurecast shows us that as we get closer to midnight, we're going to amp that up towards Davis and Weber counties. Cache Valley also gets some strong winds, so hopefully mixing out some of the inversion there. This continues for the overnight. 6 a.m., we're still cranking. You know, areas near Park Lane, Weber Canyon, right at the mouth of, that's where we could see some strong winds. And then eventually things will start to relax just a little bit, but that easterly flow is an issue. I hope you batten down the hatches. I know I'm going to be picking up decorations tomorrow. Futurecast showing the cloud cover on the western side and eastern side of the state. We clear that by tomorrow afternoon. Most activity stays to the east of us. High pressure takes control, and we get a bit of a snooze fest. Okay, above average warmth, the 18th through the 22nd. Long range here shows that's the case for the entire country. Yeah, it doesn't feel like December, folks. As we look at precipitation, we start to amp that up in the long range here, which is a sign of El Nino, so we'll see what happens. Southern Utah could actually afford to pick up on the snowpack just a little bit. 30s and 40s for tomorrow, 54 in St. George. As we look at the next 7 days in Washington County, we've got that warming trend bringing in the 60s in December. Whew, all right. I mean, I guess so. That's what we're going to go with. Here's the Wasatch Front where we've got those 40s. Now, we know the warming trend wants to happen with high pressure, but if we see inversion haze really take over, that will prohibit how warm we get, Brian, and that means Salt Lake County could stay just a few degrees above average.
Wow. So the changing temperatures, I kind of got my voice hoarse. So that's what's going on here.
Yeah, and the inversion will do that too.
That doesn't help at all, does
no,
it?
definitely not. Anybody with respiratory illnesses at times can make it worse. So it's something we watch closely.
Okay, I'm learning a lot. Alana, thank you very much. We appreciate it.